Hi everyone, welcome back to my video. So in this video we will learn together how to configure OSPF routing with the FortiGate firewall. So if you are new here watching my video, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give the thumbs up if you like my video. Okay, so in our network environment, of course, we need to have a routing in order to communicate with different network. But we have many routing protocol like static route, default route, dynamic route, BGP routing, different routing. So with those routing also have their own benefit and have their own purpose of routing. Okay, so for OSPF routing today, we can say that it is very popular dynamic routing for scale our network with big network environment. Okay, so let's go to the lab together and we configure step by step on FortiGate firewall. Okay, so this is our GNS3. Before we start, I would like to show you one diagram. Okay, so here is the diagram. As you can see, we have three sides. This one HQ, and we have side A and side B. So our lab we will configure OSPF routing between HQ to side A and HQ to side B. After that, those side A and side B can communicate to HQ and can communicate with side A and side B as well. Also, for the internet access, side A and side B, we allow them to use the internet from HQ. So we have only one direction for the internet access from HQ. So the HQ will control all the internet access between side A and side B. Okay. Actually, if you have more budget, you can invest for the internet access for each side as well. Okay. It depends on your network environment. So we have its own network for HQ, side A and side B. Okay, here just the example, and why we have to configure OSPF because understand that OSPF is the dynamic routing that allow you to scale your network when you have a big network environment. Okay, so like this it is easy for you to do the routing between your side from campus to campus, something like that. Okay, so let's go back to our GNS3 and please give me 2 minutes. I will complete the diagram and we go to the configuration together. Okay. Okay, so now our topology is done. We have HQ, side A, side B, and this is our internet. So for each side, we use two VLAN for this lab practice. So as you can see, I have VLAN 10, VLAN 20 for HQ, VLAN 30, VLAN 40 for side A, and for side B, VLAN 50 and VLAN 60 to provide the IP address for those clients on each VLAN. Okay, so this is just a two VLAN practice. Actually, with our real network environment, you will have many network for each side. Okay, so maybe you have around 10 or 20 or more than 20, something like that. Okay, so I hope you understand for this point. So let's start with our HU configuration. Okay, so okay, this is our HU firewall. So this port connect with this ISP. Actually, it is my Wi-Fi network adapter. So in order to access to this FortiGate by web browser, we need to set the IP address for it. Okay, so let's go to port 1. My Wi-Fi network, it will be 192.168. I can say 11. Okay. Okay, so now I set my firewall IP address to 100.11. So let's try to ping my firewall. Okay. Let's check my IP. So my Wi-Fi adapter, my Wi-Fi, my PC get this IP address, so I cannot use 11. Let's say we need to change. We need to change from 11 to, let's say, okay, 100. Okay, so now I change to 100. Let's try to ping Okay, now we can ping, so we access to our firewall by web browser. Okay, username admin, password admin. Okay, so this will be AQ. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now this is our interface of our AQ firewall. Okay, so as you can see here, the host name of our firewall. Okay, so let's go to system setting. I want to change my time zone to, okay, here. Actually, we don't have Cambodia, but our time zone is the same as Bangkok, Hanoi, and Jakarta. So we select this one. So +7, our time zone in Cambodia. Okay. So I apply, and then we go back to network interface. So port 1, it will be WAN ISP. Okay, so this one will be WAN. Okay, this one, it will connect to WAN to site A. Okay, WAN, and then our IP address, it will be 10.1/30. Okay, we allow ping. Okay, port 3, it will be WAN to site B. Okay, WAN 20.20.130 ping. Okay, so we have port 2, port 3. We already configured this IP address, and now we go to port 4 to configure our local LAN here with VLAN 20, VLAN 10, and VLAN 20. Okay, so this is port 4. I will edit some setting. I say local LAN. Okay, it will be LAN ping. Okay, so we have two VLAN 10. Okay, VLAN 10, it will be under port 4 local LAN. Okay, so this is, we can say 10, and then our IP is 10.1/24. Okay, so we are low ping. We need the HP server. Okay. And then we need one more VLAN 20, local LAN 20.1, ping DHP server, VLAN ID 20. Okay, so we have two VLAN here, and then we need one more zone. This is for inter routing. Inter VLAN routing, and then we add our VLAN. This one, we want our VLAN to communicate with each other by using the zone. Okay, so now we already configure our firewall here, so we start our switch, and then we configure our switch. Okay, so this is our switch actually, but why it's so here? It should be a switch. Let me close and then start again. Okay, so for our switch we have two VLAN we need to configure. We saw our VLAN. We have VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, and then we saw our interface. Drunk port, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, correct. So now we done configuration on our switch. So we start our client. So let's go and check with our client PC1. Okay, now correct. Our client can get IP address. So let's go to our Windows 7 client. Okay, so here our Windows 7 client. Let's try to check IP address. Our client cannot get IP address for we try to release IP address. Okay, so maybe we have some error with our Windows 7. Anyway, our PC1 can get IP address, so we will check with Windows 7 client later. Maybe we need to restart. So we continue to side A. We do the same thing with our configuration as AQ. So I go to side A to start our firewall. After that, I start the configuration very fast. So it is for us to save the time, and then we go through together on OSPF configuration. Okay, so for side A, in order to access by web browser, I need to connect to this one as well. And same thing for side B. Okay, so now we start our console. Okay, our firewall is starting up. Okay, now done. First time login, username admin without password, and then we type in the new password admin, the same thing. Okay, so we use port 3 as a management. So I will edit port 3. Okay, and then IP address I will be 100 is our 100 is our AQ, and then 101 I will be used for side A. Okay, so so we try to ping 101. Okay, now we can access by web browser. Okay, so 192.168.100.101. Okay, same thing for username and password. Admin. This one will be side A. Okay. Okay, so we go to system setting, and then I want to change the time zone the same. Okay, actually we are in Cambodia, but we don't have Cambodia, so we choose Bangkok, Hanoi, Jakarta. You can choose your own time zone here. Okay, so I want to change some display. Let me okay, here. Okay, so I want to change the our interface display like this. So you not confused with XU. So here our FortiGate at side A, and this is our XU. Okay, so different color. Okay, so now we continue to configure our LAN here. So I go very fast because it is very similar, or we can say the same. Okay. Oh, okay. In one I can choose here. VLAN 40, so this one will be 40. Okay. Okay, so now we done on our FortiGate at side A. So we start our switch, and then we do some configuration on our switch. Okay. Okay, so now we done on our switch, so we start our client. PC2 IP DHCP. Cannot find the DHCP server. Port 2. VLAN 30, VLAN 40. Okay. run 3040. Okay, so let's try again. Let's check with our Windows 10 client. Okay, our Windows 10 client can get IP address. So why our PC cannot get IP address? Let's try to stop and start. Okay everyone, so I don't know why PC2 cannot get IP address with this side A, and at the moment Windows 11 client cannot get IP address. So actually we don't know yet why it is our client cannot get IP address. Anyway, we have do the configuration step by step here. It should be work. Okay, let's check later. So we move to side B. Okay. Okay, so now our firewall is starting out. Okay, so we set our IP to 102. We try to ping 102. Okay, so now we can ping, and then we go to web browser and log in by web browser to do the configuration by web browser. This one, it will be side B. Okay, so Okay, so we start our switch. In order to configure our switch, okay, so we go to console. Okay, so we start our client. Our client okay, our client can get IP address. Is PC3. So now we have done our configuration with all 3 side, EQ, side A, side B. So our lab, the purpose of our lab is we want to do the routing using OSPF for side A and side B with our EQ. So it will have the routing, and then side A and side B also can communicate with each other using EQ broadcast. Okay, after that side A and side B they can access to internet through EQ as well. Okay, so now we go back to our firewall. This is EQ. Okay, this is EQ. Okay, this is side A, side B, EQ, and when we go back, this is IP address. If we ping to we cannot ping to this side A. Okay, Okay, we cannot ping. Also, we cannot ping to side B. Okay, so now we start from our AQ. So our AQ, here we go to OSPF, router ID. I will put the IP address of our router, our firewall. Okay, so our area, we will use area 0. Okay, and then our network, so we select area 0. Our network, we have 10.10.0 city. Okay, one more network, 20.20.0/30, and then okay, so our network, actually you can based on your real network environment. So this is my network example. We have 4 network here. If you want to combine those network into one big network, also can. It's depend on your design of network class and IP address. Okay, so this one will be 2 side A, 2 side A. Okay, 2 side A. You can leave default here. So if you don't want to change anything, you can keep the default here. But for the recommendation from FortiGate, we can say that this is 10 hello interval and this is 40 that interval. Okay, so now we have our interface here connect to side A, and we need one more to side B. Okay, so our side B, okay, here. So same thing, you can leave default. Okay, so now we have our area, our network, our side A and side B. Okay, and then we apply. Okay, So now we go back to our site A, and then we go to OSPF. Our router ID, I will put .2, okay, area 0, and network we have okay, we have 3 network in our site A, okay, and then to AQ, okay, here this 110, this 140, and then apply. Okay, so now we successfully configure OSPF on our AQ with site A. So let's go to our status, and then we check okay, network here. We have 4 network. Now it will update our OSPF. So as you can see, we have here connect to AQ, and then this is our OSPF network that we can see that our AQ and site A we have OSPF routing. This is network from AQ, okay, and when we go back to our AQ, we can see that okay, we have 30 and 40 network to site A, okay. So now we go to site B, and then we will configure actually site A and AQ, site A, AQ and site A we do the OSPF successfully, but when we check PC2, okay, PC2, PC2 cannot get IP address. That's okay. PC1 20.2, okay. Windows 10 client, Windows 10 client 30.2. So when we try to ping 20.2, we cannot ping, So why we cannot ping? Okay, if we look at our routing, it is successfully connect to side A, and we can see two network. Okay, so get router info OSPF neighbor. So as you can see, the same thing with our interface. We have this two network by OSPF. Okay, but we cannot ping. PC1 ping to Windows 10 client 16.30.2. Okay, time out. So so we go to our side B and we do our OSPF routing together. After that we will check on our client. Okay, okay. Interface to EQ. Interface. Okay. Okay, and then apply. So after apply, we go to status. After that we will see the routing update. Okay, for let it refresh. Okay, so now when we check on the here, the status here, so as we can see, this is OSPF. We have this network on side A, this network on AQ. Okay, so same thing for side B, it will okay, so it will see all the OSPF routing. So this is how we configure our OSPF. So now our OSPF successfully do the routing, and we can see our network based on our OSPF configuration between XU to side A, XU to side B, and then side B and side A also can see OSPF routing together. So one more step that we need to do is we go to our XU, and then we go to our policy here, firewall policy. This is allow XU side A in. It means that we allow our traffic from side A to our XU network. So incoming interface, it will be side A. Outgoing interface, it will be our local LAN or our zone. So this one we can choose our local network. So this is our local network. We have this zone. Okay, so you can specify the source, but for our lab practice here, I select all. Destination, I select all. Service, I select all. So you can customize based on your own network environment. Okay, and then this is we not do the NAT. Okay, we disable this one, and then okay, so now we have in. So we need to we need one more rule. I clone from this one and allow XU side A out. Okay, so it will be from our LAN local LAN network to our side A. Okay, okay, so we have in and out traffic from our XU, so we need to do the same thing with our side A. Okay, hello side A, XU in. Okay, it will be from our XU to our local LAN. Okay, I copy this one and then format with this format. Okay, so we need to add one more rule. I clone from this policy, and then we go to edit this policy. This one will be out. Okay, and go. Okay, so now we have a configure our policy, firewall policy. So we try to ping from PC2 to no, from our Windows 10 client to PC1. Let's go back to our Windows 10 client. So at the moment we try to ping PC1, we cannot ping. So after we configure our policy, we try to ping again. Okay, so now we can ping, and then from our PC1 ping to Windows 10. Windows 10, what is the IP address of Windows? Actually this is Windows 10. Can we ping to okay. I think maybe our Windows firewall. Okay. So because of our firewall block the traffic, so we cannot ping this Windows 10 client. Also it need domain because this is I test with another lab to join domain. So let's try. Let's try to. Okay, so actually it need a domain controller. Anyway, now we can ping to site A and AQ. So let's let me check on traffic. Okay, so now we need one more rule between AQ to side B. So we do the same thing. Okay. Hello, AQ side B. in side B. Okay, side B. Hello, side B. Okay, we need one more row, so I clone and then edit this one out. Okay, okay, on side B. Okay, from AQ in okay, this one will be out. Sorry everyone. Okay, clone, reverse, edit. Out. Okay, and a ball. Okay, so now we try to ping from our client on side B to PC1. So let's take PC number 4. Okay, PC number 4. PC number 4 is VLAN 50. Ping to PC number 1. Let 20.2. Okay, so we try to ping 20.2. Okay, so as you can see, the result is a success. So from PC1 ping to VLAN 50. Okay, ping to VLAN 60. Okay, so how about side A and side B? So for side A, let me add Okay. Okay. Where's the row? Okay, so I add another 2 port. So PC5 it will be VLAN 40. PC6 it will be. Okay. So let's start our okay, so we want to check on PC5. Okay, PC5 cannot find IP address. Okay, VLAN 30 we can get IP address. VLAN 40 cannot. Let's go back to our firewall. Why? Side A. Side A in the first. VLAN 40. VLAN ID 40 LAN DHCP server. Okay, sorry everyone, because I have something wrong with my DHCP server here. Okay, so let me save it again. Sorry everyone, my mistake here. Okay, so now we try again with PC5. Okay, so now PC5 can get IP address. Let's try to ping. So now our client from side A cannot ping to client at side B. So in order to allow the client can communicate with each other, we need to go back to our AQ and then we need to configure our policy again. Okay, so this one we can say hello side A, side B in. Hello side A, side B in. So side A side A to side B, it will be, okay, this one and this one. This is from our side incoming from our side A to our side B. Okay, it means that the traffic from here, side A, incoming, outgoing traffic, side B. Okay, so we need to allow this traffic. Okay, all actually like I said, you need to specify your IP address, your source and your destination, which network that you want to allow. So it depends on your real network environment, but for me I select all. Okay, okay, allow side A, side B in. I clone this one and then we did this one will be out. Okay, okay, so now we have our policy configured. So let's try to ping from side A to side B again. So PC5 here, try to ping to side B. Okay, so now we can ping to side B. So PC4 ping to side A. We have set T.3. Okay, we have 40.2. okay, so now we successfully configure OSPF and allow the traffic for our OSPF routing. And then the last step that we need to configure is that to allow the traffic go through the internet using this XU firewall to manage all the traffic of side A and side B. If they want to use the internet, they use by XU internet. Okay, so now our client PC1, okay, PC1, PC3, PC2, PC1, PC2, PC3. Okay, okay, 1 2 3. So 1 2 3. Okay, so we keep PC3. Okay, PC3, PC2. Okay, so if we go back to our client and we try to ping Google, cannot ping. Okay, PC1. Okay, so now we are on AQ firewall, so we cannot access to internet right now. Okay, in order to access to the internet, we go to static route to do the default route. So our gateway, it will be my Wi-Fi router. Okay, so WAN ISP. Okay, WAN 1 ISP port 1. Okay, static route. So our firewall can go to internet, and our client PC1 still cannot go. So we need one more rule to allow our client access to internet. Allow AQ internet. Okay, it will be this interface, and then this one. And we do the NAT. Okay, so now our client can go to internet, but our PC3, our PC3 cannot go. PC2 also cannot go. So we we need to create another rule. Okay, allow site A, allow site A internet. So from site A, it will be site A. Okay, and then our ISP. Okay, source, okay, allow site B, Okay. And then okay. So now we have configure our policy to allow our client to internet. So let's try again. Okay, still cannot. Why still cannot? Because as you can see, our OSPF, we don't have any default route to advertise for our OSPF. In order to allow our site A to access the internet, so we need to advertise the default route for our OSPF routing. Even though we have the policy on AQ to allow our site A to internet, but we cannot access to internet. So we go back to our network OSPF, and then we go down, we go down, we go down, we go down. Okay, so here default setting, this one never, okay, never. So in order to advertise the default route for our OSPF routing, we can select regular area or we can select always. So for my lab practice, I choose always. So always advertise the default route. Okay, so here we check default route, so always. Okay, apply. Okay, so after I apply, I will have a default route for my OSPF. Okay, so let's go back to our client. So our client PC2 at site A. Let's try again. Okay, so now our client can access to internet. So let's go back to our Windows 10. Okay, so Windows 10. Oh, sorry everyone. Actually we don't have any this network, this IP address, so it cannot ping. Sorry. Okay, if we ping 172.116.50.2, can ping to Google. Okay, and if we search google.com, we can see our, okay, we connect to our AQ router, and this is default. And if we go to Microsoft Edge, okay, so we try to open YouTube. Okay, because of my internet a little bit slow, this is a home internet. Okay, so as you can see, our client can access to internet. This is a Windows 10 client. Okay, Windows 10 client here. So we try to check on PC3, ping Google. Okay, so PC3 also can access to internet. Okay, so I think this is our lab practice for this video. Thank you very much everyone for watching my video till the end, and if you have any question, please comment below in my video. I hope to see you with my next video. Thank you.